G'day YouTube, Down the Bricks here. Today I just want to go through the 2015 first wave of superhero sets, of all the sets that I got from this wave, and just have a little chat about each of the sets, which ones I really like, which minifigures I really like, and which sets I didn't think quite cut the mustard. So I did have to put the helicarrier in the center. I'm not going to obviously compare that to any sets or the minifigures as well, but honestly, any chance I'm going to get to show off that helicarrier, I'm going to grab it because it is fantastic. So I didn't get all of the Avengers sets. I did miss I think I only missed one actually, which was the Avengers Hydra Showdown, but I really just wanted to compare the Marvel sets to the DC sets. Now obviously with all the superhero sets, the driving factor is the minifigures, and I must say the minifigures in this wave for DC and Marvel have been superb, and that is the main reason to buy these sets, and Lego really hasn't disappointed. So it's fantastic to get a lot of these minifigs that we've wanted for so long, and we've finally been able to get our hands on them, so that is great. The sets themselves, I must say that there is a little bit of disappointment here in a number of these sets, but we might just go in for a little bit of a closer look and we'll have a chat about each of those. What I'll also do is probably just tell you which sets. As you know, I do keep a lot of my sets and put them on display, so I'll be telling you which pieces out of each of these sets that I'll be keeping and which will get parted out. So let's start with the Marvel sets. So we'll start with Iron Man versus Ultron. So I really like that set. It's a pretty neat little build. So I'll actually be keeping that set and putting that one on display. Really like that Iron Man. Now I've got some minifigures here. Now they are the minifigures from the Attack on Avengers Tower. So don't actually have that set here, because if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I have been building a mock of Avengers Tower. I've actually got it, give you a little sneak peek there. So I've actually started making that a little bit bigger, but I've got a heap of bricklink orders to come in, so I can keep working on that. So don't have the tower to show you guys, but again, that was a very good set. Now I know I was a little bit harsh on that probably in my review, because it was, after I finished building it, it was quite small, but it's really packed with play features, and I know that my son loved playing with that set. He was quite distraught when I've actually had to pull that apart to use the pieces in my mock. So I've promised him once I'm finished, I'm going to try and build one just out of bits and pieces for him. But who knows, I may get him one for Christmas if he's a good boy. So okay, we'll keep moving on now to where we go next. The Hulkbuster Smash, we might go there. That is a fantastic set. I will definitely be keeping the Hulkbuster. It did come with a little cage thing that, you know, that was to contain the Hulk, but you know, you're never going to contain the Hulk, so why try? So that has already been parted out. So we'll go on to, what was this one? This one's the Hydra Fortress Smash. So again, it's got some pretty neat little play features, but doesn't really do much for me. So that set will actually, the vehicle and the fort itself, that will be parted out. Those grey pieces will come in very handy for me, and I love these little round pieces on the top of the fence pillars there, the gate pillars. I really like those bits. It's got some pretty cool pieces in there and some bricks, and yeah, so very good pieces to use. So that will be parted out. So we'll move over down to the beautiful Quinjet. Now isn't that just fantastic? So really love everything about this set, the minifigures, the Quinjet, the black motorbike. That's pretty sweet. That will be going into the city, like this little van too. So we'll be doing some mods to that just to change it a little bit, but that will go into the city. So that's going to stay all together in some form. Okay, so now we'll jump over to, oh, we'll just have a little look at that. I mean, that is just beautiful. Great. The helicarrier, just very, very good set. Really love that. If you can manage to afford the helicarrier, it is just fantastic. So, okay, on to DC. Now, I must say, a little disappointed with the DC as sets. We did get awesome minifigures, but the sets, yeah, not great, not great. But we'll start with Brainiac Attack. I actually don't mind that little craft there. I'm probably going to keep that together with all my villain vehicles for a little while anyway. I like that skull look on the front, so that's pretty good. Hang on to that for a little while. Awesome minifigures in that set. And Green Lantern versus Sinestro, again, awesome minifigures. And I know a lot of people didn't like that jet, but I actually don't mind it myself. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to hang on to that one. I know Green Lantern doesn't need a jet, but just with the colour scheme and the printed logo on the slope there, I'd really like that, so I'll be hanging on to that one. That little prison bit there, whatever you want to call that, that will get parted out. We'll slide on over here. I think we'll go to the Javelin here. So this set was, what was this one? Dark Side Invasion. Actually, that little craft that Darkseid's on, that's not too bad, but again, I'll probably hang on to that for a little while, but as soon as I need any of those pieces, I'm sure that will go. Do like the Big Fig. Awesome, awesome minifigures. And the Javelin itself, while it's not anywhere near as good as the Quinjet, I really like it. I like the design on the front, so I'll be hanging on to that one for sure. Okay, we'll go up here to Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas. Now I must say, it is really sad for a set when a little build like this banana cart is probably the best build. That's just really cool. So looking forward to putting that in the city. Don't mind Wonder Woman's jet, that's not too bad, so I'm going to hang on to that one as well. But as for the Batman mech, not real keen on that at all, so that one will definitely get parted out. So the last one we've got here is, of course, Black Manta Deep Sea Strike. So again, not overall, it's not too bad. The Bat sub, you know, as you guys know, big Batman fan, so I love collecting all the Batman vehicles, so I'll hang on to that sub. While it's by no means anywhere near good enough for the Bat sub, I will add it to my other vehicles. The little wreckage that we have here, that will get parted out. It's not too bad. There's a few little play features there, but overall it doesn't sort of really go with anything that I've got on display, so that will get parted out. The shark, I actually really love this black shark, so I'll be pulling those extra pieces off it and just displaying that shark. I'll probably put it up with all my sig figs, with my crocodiles and other sharks. So I really like that black shark. But to me, the best thing out of this set is actually Black Manta's sub. I actually think that looks really cool, and it is definitely one of the better villain vehicles that we have, so actually really like that. And of course Black Manta, that is an awesome fig. So okay guys, so we've had a bit of a closer look at those. So what I'll do now is I'll just let you know, out of all these sets, which would be my pick, which has been my own personal favourite. Now, as a huge Batman DC fan, I'm a big fan of Marvel and DC, but I'm just a huge fan of Batman. But I must say, the Marvel sets have really outshone the DC sets in this wave. So, love the Avengers sets. I actually thought they were all really good. Obviously, some are a little expensive, but with superheroes, you're really facing that with any superhero set that you buy. So, my pick out of all the sets, it's going to be pretty close. So, I'm going to go with the Quinjet set. Now, I thought that was a great set. I just love that Quinjet. I love the old one. Don't get me wrong, the old Quinjet was fantastic too. I'm going to go with that for number one, closely followed by the attack on the Avengers Tower. Now, I don't think I gave that to the rave reviews when I actually reviewed that set, and it really got a lot of points from me because it really inspired me to build a mock of the tower. So that certainly gets it extra points for myself. Again, the minifigs are superb. So that's second, but I must say it is closely followed by the DC set. So the only DC set that's going to make it into my top list is the Javelin. I do like that Javelin. It's great to finally get a Javelin, and the minifigs as well in that set were awesome. Value for money sets definitely would go to the Hulk Buster. So that is another one of my favorites. That is an awesome set. That Hulk Buster is fantastic, and of course you get that great Incredible Hulk big fig, so that is superb. That would be my value for money. If value for money sets out of DC, I would go the Green Lantern versus Sinestro set, simply just to get Green Lantern. So that's on the sets themselves. Out of the sets to pick for the minifigures themselves, for me the top set for minifigures would be the... It's a toughie. It is a real toughie, but I'm going to have to go with the Dark Side Invasion just to get Cyborg, Green Arrow, Hawkman. That is just fantastic. So very hard to pick because the Age of Ultron sets, the minifigures we got there, there's just so many good minifigures. On the whole, I think the minifigure selection was probably better with the Avengers sets. Anyway guys, I think I've sort of rambled on enough. I'd love to know what you guys liked about this wave. What are you looking forward to? That's a good point. What are you looking forward to? I know I'm really looking forward to the Batboat, Harbour Pursuit, and Joker Land for the DC, and the Marvel, the Ant-Man Final Battle. That one looks really good. And Carnage, Shield, Sky Attack. That one sort of caught my eye as well. So they'll be the ones that I'll be chasing up. But I must admit, I've had an absolute ball with the superheroes this year. I'm really looking forward to grabbing some of those new sets as they come out. But again guys, what did you like? What minifigures did you really like? So I'd love to know your thoughts on that guys. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like this video. If you'd like to see more of these, I could do a Star Wars full wave for you guys. I got a couple more sets I got to build there. Don't forget that I have individual reviews of all these sets, so check out my What You're Building reviews if you want to take a closer look at any of these. But please like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would be great, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.